Hello there, my name is Watermoon Tarot, and this is my spiritual and astrological based tarot channel. Welcome. I'm sure you are all new because this is a new channel, so I appreciate you stopping on by. You probably know me from my other channel as Samantha James, which is sort of all-inclusive tarot readings, but my guides really urged me to start a separate channel from the more spiritual and astrological based readings. That way we can do our full and new moon predictions, we can talk about certain retrogrades, and really channel your spirit guides and spirit in general and what they really want to tell you or show you. All right, so today we have a really exciting first video of this channel, and it's just right on time. This is going to be the Libra full moon messages. So anything that is supposed to come out within your pile in regards to this Libra full moon. We just got out of a Venus and Mercury retrograde. We just got out of a huge solar eclipse energy. And now this is sort of the culmination. All the juices have been cooking in the crock pot. And my goodness, we are ready to see what this Libra full moon is going to deliver. All right, you guys, so we have 3 piles. There's also 3 images that you could have possibly chosen from. But pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. I have these decks out of their box, so I unfortunately don't know the name of them. I forgot, but they are all beautiful. And I have a lot of different oracle and self-care messages, so I'm excited to get into it. I will see you guys at your pile. All right, pile number 1, welcome. Oh my goodness, this is my first video on this channel. I am Watermoon Tarot. We are going to be talking about Libra full moon messages. What does this gorgeous Libra full moon have for us? Like I was saying in the intro, we just ended a Mercury and Venus retrograde, and we had this insane solar eclipse, and there's just been so much energy cooking in the crock pot. All the juices are flowing. Let's see what the culmination, I feel like this Libra full moon is the culmination of all those things, all the test, all the different energies. What does it have in store for us? And it could be very simple. It could just be very simple, but we don't know that until we pull. And I'm going to start with your oracle today. And welcome. You guys might know me as Samantha James. I have another tarot channel, which I'll link in my description box below. But my guides were really urging me to start a collective channel that is more astrological based, because I am super interested in astrology. I always have been. My dad, as a hobby, was an astrologer, and I've just known all about it my whole life. But for some reason, when I'm channeling in my regular channel and my regular pick of cards, it's not something that really comes up for me as much. I know that other readers start with astrology dice and it's really incorporated in their readings, but for whatever reason, and I think it's the specific guides that I have that help me channel in that, on that literal channel, just it's a different form of reading that I do. I'm channeling a whole different vibe on this channel. So I guess what I'm trying to say, make a very simple point, super long, is if you are looking for more of this spiritual based content, this is gonna be the channel for you. Okay, so we have number 9, clean your space. Spring cleaning, do I not hear that? Do I not hear that? Okay, we have last quarter moon in Capricorn, leave the past behind. Ooh, donations, tithing, and charitable work. And that is so funny because when I heard clean your space, in my mind, I was thinking about the 2 bags of clothes I have in my trunk, because I did clean my space, but not completely. Hey, Sky. Sorry, that's my puppy. I need to donate those bags to Goodwill already. So that's so funny. Okay, and then we have meditation for clarity. We have don't dim your light, shine. The world needs your unique talents and gifts. Shine brightly. And we have speak up. Wow. If you avoid conflict to keep the peace, you start a war inside yourself. Okay. Group number 1. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you, Spirit, and thank you, my guides and angels, for channeling these messages. We are going to be talking about Libra full moon messages. What can group number 1 expect for this Libra full moon? What can group number 1 expect for this Libra full moon? I'm definitely getting alone time, solitude, something about maybe if you have been going out a lot or you've been wanting to go out a lot because it's beautiful out right now. It's spring. The nights are a bit longer. Maybe you haven't booked your calendar for this weekend or next weekend and you're like, oh my goodness, I need to like do something. I feel like your guides are urging you to slow down a bit, to maybe spend some time with yourself. I'm hearing in my mind, like go to the grocery store and pick out all these ingredients to make yourself like a really yummy meal that you know that you're gonna enjoy. Cleaning your space, of course, donating the stuff that you clean up to a Goodwill, meditation or meditative things like cooking that put you in a meditative state of mind, or cleaning, which puts you in a meditative state of mind, or maybe even just cracking open that book that you keep saying you're going to read. There's something else here about debuting a project, debuting a talent, starting something. I'll give you a good example. This channel is a big debut for me because one, even on my other tarot channel, I've taken such a long hiatus. I didn't know I was going to return to tarot. And there's my own kind of spiritual journey that led me to return. And now even further, I'm expanding. And this is something that is really out of my comfort zone because I don't necessarily want to be in front of a bunch of people. I never have. And this is just sort of the beginning. I'm going to be doing a lot of things in front of the camera, and that's also out of my comfort zone. So that could be a good example as to maybe something that you have been wanting to do yourself. Maybe it's a tarot channel you've been wanting to start, or maybe your guides have been urging you to go on TikTok or Instagram or post your little reels or whatever it is, and you've been kind of talking to yourself thinking like, no one wants to see that, like there's nothing special about me. That's not true, okay? And that's really what's coming out so far. We have the King of Pentacles to start, and I love this energy because it's a woman. And this is kind of saying that you are going to be in a very, I heard robust, that's an interesting word, in a very like good place. Maybe you are in a good place, like financially, within your career, within your mentality, and you are celebrating that, and that's why you want to go out. You're like, I want to go out, I want to celebrate, I want to wear cute outfits, and that's awesome too, and I love that for you as well. But I think your guides are also like, you're in a good place, like you can also slow down, like you can also just like sit at home and enjoy the beautiful home that you've paid rent for, that you've done so much to decorate for, like, you know, enjoy the fact that you are stable, that you are in this King of Pentacles energy, okay? That's really coming out strong, you guys. Okay, we have the Eight of Wands coming out in reverse. I'm not going to take all those. I'm a little sniffly, so I apologize. I just kind of woke up like that. We have the Five of Swords. Group number 1, Libra full moon messages. Three of Swords. Oh my God. Five of Pentacles. Oh my. Okay. Okay. Your guides don't want you to be in conflict anymore. You could, leave the past behind, and now just her body language has been really striking to me. Like she's sulking and she seems like she has to make a decision on something. I'm not seeing decision type cards like Two of Swords, Two of Wands type of thing, but I am seeing that there is conflict in your life currently, and it could have to do with a romantic relationship or situationship that is draining your energy. And for what and for why? Because you are starting off the King of Pentacles. We are literally starting off the reading with King of Pentacles. This is your guides literally saying to you, you know, this is not a situation where you're in a relationship and you are splitting the bills with someone. This is not a situation where you're in a relationship and you feel like the person you're with is out of your league. This is not a situationship situationship. This is not a situation where you're in a relationship where you rely on anybody. Your guides are sort of saying, look at the glass half full. Look at the fact that you are in a place where you call the shots, but you've convinced yourself that you don't call the shots. And that's what's so interesting, group number one, is I feel like there is some sort of ending that is well overdue here. Someone has caused a lot of heartbreak, a lot of distress. This could be someone just quite literally not giving to you the way that you deserve to be given to. And we do accept the love we think we deserve. So if you're allowing this to happen, you're basically saying to the universe, you know, I don't accept more for myself. And the universe is saying, no, I decline. That's not true. You should accept more for yourself, because look around. Look at all the things you've done for yourself. And in my mind's eye, I really am picturing a beautiful apartment. I'm picturing it being clean, and there's plants, and the bills are paid, and you did that, group number one. You did that, not this person. I don't see this person contributing to your life in any sort of tangible way. And that's why we're starting off with the King of Pentacles here, because why bother? Eight of Wands in reverse. Because if the Eight of Wands was upright, why bother? You know, like, too much conflict, too much drama over what and for who? You know, and I'm getting very fired up about this because I hate that we have two fives. This is obviously significant. Five of Swords, the Three of Swords, and the Five of Pentacles. This is obviously a significant thing for you. This doesn't even have to be a romantic relationship, although for a lot of you it's going to be. This could also be platonic, because there's a lot of imagery about friendship here. This could be people, friends in your circle, and we could relate it back to the little analogy I made about going out. Maybe you are hanging out with the wrong people, and maybe it's a lot of fun, but they don't treat you very well. They don't see your value. Maybe they don't see your value, and then exchange, you don't see your value. You dim your light. Maybe you're already so stable and like doing so well as the King of Pentacles here. Sky! I'm sorry, that probably scared y'all. Stop! I have a puppy and she is just trying to get into everything. Just lay down, like Raka. Just lay down. I rescued her. And oh my goodness, she's my Achilles heel. I feel like it could even be something where you are doing so well, but you could do even better. You know what I'm saying? Like this is like the type of vibe, and I'm gonna just give you like an example. It doesn't have to be the example that resonates for you. You could be like, have a really nice apartment, pay your own bills, everything's going well. And then you have this friend group where like one of them lost their job and the other one's roommate is a guy. And like, I don't know, they're shit shows, like a literal shit show. And you're over here like wanting to share the good news about an audition that you got into Broadway or like whatever, like even a step above where you're at. And you don't share the news with the table because you're so afraid of overshadowing them. I don't like that for you. I know that you don't like that for you either. And I think that you're just a kind, beautiful person. And so you remain friends with them. But I'm just seeing that it's to your detriment. So the Libra full moon message that's coming out here, stop, you guys are so insane right now. I'm sorry. Just animals. The Libra full moon message that's coming out for you, group number one, is take some space. Take some space to think about what I'm saying to you. Take some space to think about what your guides have been trying to say to you. These are things you already know. That's the cool thing about tarot, is these are all subconscious or maybe even conscious things that you know, thoughts you've had, and I'm over here, a stranger on the internet, confirming it, right? So when I say take some time to think about what I'm saying, not me, Samantha James, not me, Watermoon Tarot, but just me, a stranger on the internet, confirming the voices already circulating in your head. Take some space, clean, meditate, read a book, cook for yourself, enjoy your life, look around, open your eyes, look at all that you've done for yourself, and then further, look around at the people in your life that don't seem to understand how much you've done for yourself, that don't seem to understand how beautiful you are, how valuable you are, and also take a look around at the people that would be immediately threatened if you were to level up more, because that's where you're headed. You're headed towards leveling up more. After this, I'll pull a few more cards actually. After this, there's something else happening, and this is where I talked about a debut. Like there's some sort of project or talent or small business or something that you are so capable of starting and beginning, and it's actually very capable of taking off, going viral, however you want to define it, but you're holding back because you are already just like doing so well that almost self-sabotaging, okay? We have the Seven of Pentacles. Excuse me, that was probably so gross. We have the Hermit in reverse. We have the Eight of Cups in reverse. I'm hearing if you do nothing, nothing will happen. And if you want more nothingness, then nothing it will be. Yeah. Okay, so what happens if they do make something happen? What happens if group number one, my pile one, does make the change? We have the Star. Healing debut. The Star is about, hello, hi, I'm unique and I'm here to shine. Don't dim your light. The world needs your unique talents and gifts. Shine brightly. And if you avoid conflict to keep the peace, you start a war inside yourself. The Nine of Wands, the Eight of Cups in reverse. If you avoid conflict to keep the peace, you start a war inside yourself. That has never been a more real statement for someone like me because I do avoid conflict. And it ended up just hurting myself. We have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. And we have the Queen of Cups. I feel like your artistic vision will come to life, okay? Something about getting more artistry, more downloads, more intuitive hints, and it will add to what you are trying to do, whether it's you're posting your art online or singing or whatever it is. This solitude that you're afraid of being in, the isolation perhaps, is actually a really good thing, group number one. Okay, for your advice, we have boundless love. Yes. Today, I will open my eyes a little wider and walk a little taller. Yes! Oh my God, I'm gonna cry. Noticing that the world around me is filled with tiny miracles. With this in mind, it's easy to fall in love over and over again with everything from honeybees to neon signs. And while I'm feeling this inspired and this in love, everything else sort of falls into place. I love that for you. Group number one, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for indulging in my brand new channel. If you are from my other one, leave some angel wing emojis down below and I'm gonna give you a little kiss in the comments. I love you, and if you are a new subscriber, you get 10% off my personal reading packages. Send me an email and we will get you set up. But in the meantime, stay safe and stay healthy, and I will see you guys in your next reading. Hi, group number two, welcome. Okay, you guys, so we are going to be talking about Libra full moon's messages for you. I am Water Moon Tarot, and you might know me from my other channel as Samantha James. My guides really urged me to start this new channel that is more spiritual and astrological based content. So you were drawn to this deck. I don't know what it's called. I'm so sorry about that. We're gonna put it to the side and start with your oracle. So welcome. Libra full moon messages. What does she have in store for you? Ooh, aromatherapy. I will get into this, but I was just thinking about this yesterday. Yes, love that for you. Okay. Ooh, Ooh, new moon in Leo, shine. I feel very upbeat, positive energy in this pile. Not as serious as the last pile. Full moon in Sagittarius. So you could be a Sagittarius or a Leo, or those placements could be prominent in your birth chart. See the bigger picture. Partnership. Organize for success. Earth magic. Worry less about making the right choice and more about being strong enough to handle any outcome. Choice. Sometimes the best way to grow is to simply let go. Release. Oh, some of you have a choice to make. Stop trying to please everyone. Everyone is a whole lot of people. Protect your energy. Energy. Shine. Okay, partnership. Allow healthful, supportive partnerships into your personal life and career, and both parties benefit as a result. You're receiving help from heaven and from a person who brings needed skills and resources. One of my favorite cards in this deck, and I love this deck. This is one of my favorite decks of all the decks that I've ever had, favorite oracle decks, is that God answers prayers in the form of other people, okay? So be on the lookout of a very specific person coming into your life as sort of an answered prayer. Do not let the word organize intimidate you, as it is simply a way for you to ensure clarity of purpose. Organizing your thoughts, your reports, your living and workspace, and your finances will help you know and plan your next action steps. Okay. Group number 2, thank you for being here, and thank you, Spirit, for allowing me to channel these messages about this Libra full moon that we have. Thank you to my spirit guides and my angels. What messages does group number 2 need? We have the 8 of Wands. Group number 2, what messages does group number 2 need? The Hermit. What messages does group number 2 need? The 2 of Wands. Okay, I will take them both. Ace of Swords and the Lovers in reverse. Oh my Lord. There is a choice that you guys need to make. Is everyone on the precipice of a breakup? 8 of Wands, the Hermit. 2 of Wands, Ace of Swords. All right. Lovers in reverse. Okay. There's a definite decision that needs to be made in regards to a romantic or platonic partnership. This could be a friendship. This could be a relationship. For a lot of you, it's a situationship. Okay, I'm going to take these oracles out and see what they say again. Sometimes the best way to grow is to simply let go. Worry less about making the right choice and more about being strong enough to handle any outcome. Okay, make sure we're in frame. Okay, so group number 2. I am really getting that there's something in your life right now that's not serving you. It's not giving you the energy that you give to it. I do feel like you have a very vibrant, beautiful energy naturally. And so naturally you should be given all of that back, all that goodness back. There could be something that's quite literally draining your energy, making you feel lethargic. And it could be a person. And when it comes to talking about releasing people, it's a very touchy subject because it is not an easy thing to do. This is not an easy request. There's a lot that goes into it as far as thought process goes. But I want to pull more cards before I speak on anything else. So let's clarify the Eight of Wands. Clarify the Eight of Wands for me. Six of Wands. Page of Swords in reverse. You're not communicating your needs to this person. I feel like if it's not a choice about letting them go or not, it is a choice about speaking up. It is a choice about compromise, about communication, and about expression. Clarify the Two of Wands for me. Page of Wands in reverse. The passion in this connection feels like it has stagnated or died, and it does feel like there is a chance for the passion to be reborn, for the communication to be reborn. The Tower. Okay, so what I'm hearing is if it's not a complete ending with this person, it will be a transformation. It will be an ending of a cycle and the beginning of a new one. I definitely feel like I'm getting blown up right now, and no one was texting me previous to this channel, to this reading. So I feel like communication is coming through for those of you who are in a no contact situation with this person. But more so what I'm feeling is you have a choice, and this is the choice. You either let go of this person, or you have a very difficult conversation with them and you give them a chance to right their wrongs. And those are the only choices at bay. And if they don't right their wrongs, then the choice to let them go will be that much easier. That's kind of what I'm hearing. And it's very difficult for me to say all this too, because I am feeling like, not necessarily a lot of emotion, but I am feeling a lot of history, a lot of investment into this person. And it's uncomfortable. Like, I feel uncomfortable. With the Lovers in reverse and the Tower, this feels like a person that you might have... Sky. Sorry, guys. I have a puppy and she's wandering around. Just stay in here, please. Thank you. It feels like a person that you might have had thought in the past was your soulmate, your twin flame, and your person. And you're coming to this like realization that they're not actually that person to you. And it's kind of shaking up your world a little bit, is sort of what I'm seeing. Okay, so let's talk about rituals, things that you can do presently during this full moon in Libra. Earth magic, I love this. Burning Palo Santo, burning sage, using crystals, charging them under the moon. I love that there is aromatherapy being shown in this card, and we got aromatherapy. So the story I was going to tell you about aromatherapy is sort of what I was thinking about the other day, is during the fall time, during fall and winter, we really rely on aromatherapy, and we don't even think about it because it's immersed in everything. Oh, fall scented candles and pumpkin spice lattes and wreaths and pine cones and just shit that we put around the house that smells really good and really inviting. And then comes springtime, and it's kind of funny because it's the opposite. Spring is when things are in bloom. Then comes spring and summer, and we don't do that. We don't necessarily burn candles. We don't necessarily like crack out any type of thing that has a prominent smell. And why? Why is that? I feel so much more comforted when there's aromatherapy as a ritual in my day. And I didn't even know this for the longest time. I grew up in Venice Beach, and my parents used to burn incense that they had bought off the beach, like off the strand. And it has now become like a part of me. Like, I have incense now and I refill it every time it's empty. But it's something that I have to remind myself to do when I'm feeling kind of empty or homesick or not my best, is implementing aromatherapy and how good I feel after. Just a little spritz, you know, like a little spray of something, or some sage or some incense or Palo Santo. It just makes things feel more homey. And that could just be a very simple little ritual to implement into your practice, into your day-to-day, into your routine, or specifically for this full moon in Libra, okay? Okay, so we got some pretty heavy energies here. Why do you need to release this person? I simply feel like this person isn't allowing you to shine. They're not celebrating your wins. They don't celebrate your success. I don't think this person helps you organize for success. I feel like what Spirit is saying, okay, how about this? What is after the Tower? I feel like what Spirit is saying, wow. What is after the Tower is a new partnership. It's like out with the old, in with the new, like a night and day. And this doesn't always happen. So don't get me wrong. This is not like, oh, every time you let go of someone, God puts someone else in. That doesn't always happen like right on time. But this is what is happening, is like God is like literally, please let this person go. They suck. They're taking all of your energy field. They're draining you. You feel like you have all this natural, beautiful, light energy, but all of a sudden you feel lethargic. And with the Two of Cups, I definitely feel like someone new is like going to be coming into your life. This happened to me recently. I was dealing with someone that I was trying to give a second chance to. They were just so awful in so many ways. They were just so like, ugh. But I saw, you know, something in them. Finally, something shook up the whole thing that just made me cut them off, right? Like night and day. The next day I met someone, they asked me on a date, we went on a date, and we've been inseparable since. And they are just so different, so amazing. It's just, you know, and then it's one of those things. And that could be kind of, maybe I'm sharing that story because that's something that is like waiting to happen for you, something you have been trying to manifest with the Magician. Four of Cups. Yeah, and you've been so focused on maybe the investment of this person, all the stuff, all the time, all the energy you've put into this person, that you're not recognizing this new cup that I think the universe is trying to hand you. The Sun. And that's where we come back to the new moon in Leo, the full moon in Sagittarius, the Libra full moon, and their message, her message for you, group number 2, is that you deserve more and you deserve the sun, because you are the sun. Okay, let's get some advice. Okay, I'm gonna take the one that fell on the floor and it fell upright and I just felt like it was a sign. Oh, yes, wholeness. I am complete, whole, and filled with love. Yeah, everything I'm seeing on this table is everything that you are, like singular and apart from this person. You have it all, okay? You have it all. I have everything I need. If I ask or look for more, I'm ignoring the love and gifts that are already in my life. Instead, I'll be grateful and acknowledge that anything else would be extra icing on life's cake. FYI, to whoever is listening, extra icing is totally welcome, as it's obviously the most delicious part. Group number 2, thank you so much for joining me here on my new channel. I really, really enjoyed this reading. For a limited time, you can get 10% off my personal readings if you subscribe to this channel. In the meantime, however, thank you for being here, and I will see you guys in your next pick a card. Hi, group number 3, welcome to your reading. Okay, so I am Watermoon Tarot, and you might have previously known me as Samantha James on my other channel, and you could be visiting from there, and if you are, thank you so much for being here. We have a pick a card for you. It's going to be Libra full moon messages, and you were drawn to this gorgeous moon and stars tarot deck, but I am going to start with Oracle for today, so let's get into it. We have Beauty Ritual. Love that. That's so Libra. We have Talk Less, Feel More. successful funding, raise or promotion, ooh, gratitude and thanks. Look at all the pinks and purples coming out on these cards. And we have rituals. Steady yourself with simple rituals, do the dishes, fold laundry, water the plants, make a cup of tea, let wisdom sneak up on you. Yes. Okay. Group number 2. Thank you, Spirit, for allowing me to channel these messages for my group number 3s. Thank you, Spirit, for allowing me to channel these messages for my group number 3s. Thank you to my guides and my angels. Group number 3. Okay. Ooh. Not me fangirling over your reading. We have the Star to start. Beautiful. Beautiful stars. And it really is giving star energy. You guys are that bee. We got the 3 of Pentacles. I wouldn't normally call the 3 of Pentacles the card of excitement, but I love that it's there, okay? We have the 6 of Cups in reverse. Moving away from the past. Moving towards the future with that Ace of Swords. Understanding. So the center energy is the 6 of Cups in reverse, moving away from the past. We have the 8 of Swords. Okay, let me get clarification. 8 of Wands. Clarify the 3 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, the Ace of Wands. That's so funny. I was like, I wouldn't normally say that the 3 of Pentacles is the card of excitement. But then we got that Ace of Wands, which I would say is the card of excitement. So new beginnings definitely on the horizon. We have the Moon in reverse, clarifying the 6 of Cups in reverse. Things, I hate to be that person where like clarity is coming for you, but it really seems like this full moon is bringing clarity. Yes, as I said that, High Priestess clarifying the Ace of Swords, your inner voice, your intuition, things you already know are coming to the surface. And I'm going to give you a really good story, good example about what that may feel like, what that may look like. Okay, and we have the Queen of Swords, Independence, clarifying the 8 of Swords. Okay, so we definitely just got out of Venus and Mercury retrograde. We also got out of some really intense solar eclipse energy. And that could have been the bulk of your suffering. That could have been the bulk of the changes that you had to make. And I feel like you succeeded. I feel like group 1 and 2, not that they didn't succeed. That's not what my point, but group 1 and 2 was still trying to get rid of some of the energies that they didn't. I feel like you guys already kind of cut the cord on a lot of things, and this Libra full moon is a celebration of you and who you are individually, independent, as you stand alone by yourself, and what you are capable of offering. Okay. Okay. That's like, where do I even begin? First of all, you're glowing, okay? Your skin is radiant. Your hair is shining. You are just that girl. You are probably in an energy where you are really attracting. You're really sitting in your feminine energy. There's a lot of offers that want to come towards you. A lot of people that see you and what you are working with and want to be a part of it, okay? So I see that for sure. And the same way that people want to make you offers, the universe wants to bring you blessings. That's going to be my next video on this channel, so make sure you subscribe. But your idea is divinely guided and supported by the same infinite wisdom of God that gave you the idea. Don't allow money concerns to prevent you from turning it into reality. Crowdfunding, partnerships, and other investments are available to help you. And congratulations, an increase in your abundance flow awaits you. This is a result of your positive focus and willingness to take action based on your divine guidance. And I do feel like there there was action that had to be taken. I do feel like there's divine guidance that took place during these solar eclipses, and I feel like you guys really nailed it, okay? Really nailed it with the Six of Cups in reverse, that Eight of Swords, but clarifying we have the Queen of Swords. Anything that was bringing you stress and anxiety to your plate, you released. You were like, I'm not dealing with that. I don't need to deal with that. Now, clarity. Clarity is one of the manifestations that is coming through for you. And let me explain a really cool story. Well, maybe it's not that cool to you, but it's cool to me, because every time I heard that in a reading, I'm like, cool, okay, clarity, whatever. You know, like, sure, okay. You know, I didn't really think it was significant. So there was this guy that I was really on and off with for a very, 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 very long time, almost too long. And I didn't care. After a certain point, I was like, I put him in a box. I was like, he's not my husband, you know, and that's totally fine. But we had a lot of fun together. We got along. It was great. So there was a moment from our past where he had lied to me, and I thought that he had lied to me, but he was so good at it that I didn't really know, and there was no way to prove that he did. And it was about like him inviting me somewhere and then uninviting me. And he made up the story and blah, 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 yada, yada. Anyway, a full year later, okay? And it always been in the back of my mind, like, what the fuck was that? A full year later, he invited me to something. And I was hanging out with him and his friend's fiance. She got too drunk and spilled the tea. And she told me about that thing that I was uninvited to. She didn't know I was uninvited. She was just telling me about his date that he had brought. And I confronted him about it. Like, I left the thing early and I was like, listen, you know, you lied about this. Like, I know it was a year ago, like, goddamn, but what the hell? And he was like, well, why are you asking around? And that was the thing. I didn't seek out the information. I didn't care. I already knew that he lied. I just didn't know really about what exactly. And the clarity was brought to me. And then from that point on, it was so clear that I was just like, ugh, you don't deserve me. Fuck off, you know? And as soon as I confronted him about it, he was like at my mercy. Like, it was like, oh my God, how do I like win her back? And I was so like not available at that point, Queen of Swords. So kind of a dumb story, but the point is sometimes things come full circle and they arrive to our doorstep without us even seeking it out or wanting it. But it is to help. It's like a two-part thing. It's to help make a decision or to help solidify a decision that we've made. And I do feel like that's what's coming for you. Some of y'all could have cut someone off, and you cut them off on your own kind of like intuitive basis. And there's going to be some truth about them that solidifies your decision of doing that being brought to you. Okay. That's kind of the minor energy here, but there's a lot here, a lot of energy, a lot of new beginnings and new things coming through. As far as personal investment goes, I'm really seeing that you are going to be really flooded with money at this time. There's going to be a lot of money coming towards you. This Libra full moon is the perfect full moon for a beauty ritual. This is the time to get a mani-pedi. I really need one. I'm justifying this for my own self. This is the time to do a yoga class. This is the time to decorate your place. You know, being and sitting in Venus energy. This is the time to adorn yourself with accessories and flowers and just beautiful things. And I feel like your guides are really urging you to do that. A lot of you guys are probably in your Queen of Swords, your independent energy right now. And with the talk less, feel more, I feel like this is necessary. Take some space away from people. It's not necessary to be out there. Okay, we have the Page of Cups. There could be some new romantic offers coming towards you. Maybe there is a crush that you have that is going to kind of take action or maybe even solidify y'all's connection. Yeah, as I said that, Knight of Wands. But we have immaturity and the Empress. Yes. So I think the key, the Lovers, is that things are going to come to you. Like, I'm hearing you just need to sit pretty, okay? I'm hearing that you don't need to do much this Libra full moon, but to continue what you already are doing, maybe with the added of gratitude and thanks. Okay, group number 3, I feel like you are killing it. Let's get some advice for group number 3. Let's just do one, please. One advice card for group number 3 for this Libra full moon. Okay. Integrity. I align with the center of myself, a glowing core of personal integrity. Emanating from this core is the knowledge that I never have to compromise who I am or what I want for anybody. I can live a life that doesn't include settling unless I want to settle, in which case settling would be my idea of perfection and would cease to be considered settling. Ugh, paradoxes hurt. Okay, group number 3, thank you so much for joining me here. I really hope that resonated. And for a limited time, if you are coming from my other channel, you will get 10% off my personal reads if you subscribe to this channel. Thank you guys so much. I love you, and I'll see you in your next pick a card.